What's good? It's your boy Trouble T Roy. Hit Don't Get Hit Boxing Talk. Back with another one. And it goes. So your boy, David Benavudez, the Mexican monster as they like to call him for some reason, decides to take a trip out to Saudi Arabia for the Riyadh season for the Benavudez versus Bivol rematch for the undisputed light heavyweight title. Well, so we thought. So he gets there, and from what I understand, he did an interview with somebody before the fight, but he ends up leaving. It was either before the main event, which was the Benavudez Bivol rematch, or during the main event. I'm not sure. I thought I seen when I was watching, I thought I seen him leave sometime during it, or it could have been before. I can't remember. Didn't really care much. I was actually surprised that he even showed up in the first place. But why show up for the fight that you're supposed to be, interested in? You're supposed to be interested in the winner, right? There better be a Bivol, right? And for what we understand, since Bivol won the fight, which was a great fight once again, I think Bivol got the win. He did a great job. He did what he needed to do. I think Benavudez did what he needed to do, but it just wasn't enough. It's okay. That's why we get in the rematch, hopefully. From what I understand, Turkey wants a rematch. Turkey wants smoke. So normally, if these fighters are down with it, he gets the smoke that he's paying for. But all in all, I'm just confused. Why would you fly all the way to Saudi Arabia just to not stay for the event that actually could involve you in the future, that could affect your future in the sport of boxing, could affect your pockets, could affect your legacy? You know what I'm saying? Could affect the person you are, who you are. It's pretty sad because I've been saying it, and a lot of people that I converse with are saying the same thing. Benavudez doesn't want no part of Benavudez, or Benavudez doesn't want no part of Benavudez or Bivol. He don't want no part of either one of those fighters. And I think he only was saying, he said in a few interviews before the fight that he believes that Bivol will win, and Bivol did win. This past fight, this past Saturday, he did win. But I'm under the, I'm convinced that the only reason he wanted Bivol to win is because he has history with Bivol in the gym, sparring, which ain't the same as actually fight nights, real fight, real cards, real matches. But for some reason, American boxers, they put so much energy into sparring that it's almost more important. Sparring is almost more important than actually real fights in the ring, in the square circle, under the lights. For some reason, we got all these American boxers who just want to talk about how they beat this guy up in the gym and sparring, and they beat that guy up in sparring. But it's like, okay, but that's sparring. You probably, Benavudez knowing him, he probably was pushing over 200 pounds when he sparred Bivol, so he probably already had a size advantage on him. You know what I'm saying? So, but now we're at this point where he leaves when the main event is going on. I keep hearing people say that he left before. So if you left before the main event, what did you fly out to Saudi Arabia for? It just makes sense though, because the man already said he's a Vegas fighter. He wants to keep his talents in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's saying here, you know, his interview after he beat Morrell, went 12 rounds with Morrell, which is crazy. You're supposed to be the Mexican monster. You ain't knocking people out like you're supposed to be, but people want to call you the Mexican. You know, I don't see no monster. I'm just saying. I've been saying that since Mike Tyson gave him that title in the first place, because nobody was calling him that before Mike Tyson said that in there on his podcast, the Mexican monster. When Jamal Charlo, he had Jamal Charlo on it. You know, he asked Jamal Charlo, yeah, who you want? You know, name the names. And Jamal Charlo, he's just a lost case. I mean, I don't know what I hear he's supposed to be fighting soon anyways, but that's off subject. But yeah, Mexican monster ain't no Mexican monster. He ain't no monster. The only monster I know is Inoue. So, coming back to that, he said he wants to leave his talents in Vegas. He wants to be a Vegas fighter and this, that, and the other. I believe his team or Al Hamer, somebody probably told him to say that, because you're not that big in Vegas. You're not big anywhere. Well, he sold 75,000 pay-per-views. The arena, the venue that you fought Morrell in was not filled. It wasn't sold out. It was not sold out. We could easily see that while watching from home. We could see that there was a lot of seats that were covered up. So you didn't sell out no event in Vegas. So you're not like a Vegas star, nor are you a star in your own city. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, so, but when it comes to that whole thing, you say you want to stay in Vegas, you want to fight in Vegas, you're basically telling Turkey you're not willing to travel and get a big bag for the winner of Bivol or Beterbiev. You're not willing to take that chance. All these American fighters don't want to leave America to get a bag for some reason. Tank don't want to leave. You know, it's crazy. And the ones who are actually leaving are getting their asses whooped. Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just shows where we are. Benavudez never wanted that fight. Now he's talking about, before the fight, he was talking about fighting Callum Smith. And before that, he's talking about moving up to cruiserweight to fight Zurdo Ramirez. So you talk about fighting everybody but the guys in your own division, the guys that matter. And this shows me you ain't as good as people try to make you out to be. You know? And please just stop talking about Canelo, because that fight, just leave it alone. You're in a whole different division now. You're talking about going up to cruiserweight now. So Canelo should even be coming out your mouth at this point. You know, and you said, hey, the Canelo thing ain't happening. You said it, so we don't need to hear about it no more. If an interviewer asks you, David, about Canelo, you should be like, that's a done deal. We can move on. It's nothing to talk about. But yeah, man, you David Benavudez flew all the way to Saudi Arabia just to not watch that main event, which involves him. That just lets me know he never wanted that fight. And we was already saying that anyways, but I think it's pretty much clear. He's been doing everything to, you know, jump around that situation at hand. He's been doing everything he could to lollygag around it rather than go to it, you know. And yeah, it just lets me know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Callum Smith fight if he gets that. David Benavudez versus Callum Smith, I like that fight. David Benavudez versus Zurdo Ramirez, I like that fight. Those are great fights, but it's just showing me that I'm wondering now, is 175 too hard to make? Are you not confident in yourself at 175 to where you don't want to challenge the undisputed champion at light heavyweight? Are you not confident enough to do that, make that move? Because you flying all the way to Saudi Arabia and not staying for that fight, that just lets me know you don't believe in yourself when it comes to Bivol or Beterbiev. And me personally, I think they both beat David Benavudez anyways, but it just shows, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he believes in himself at 175 for him to be talking about other fights. He's always talking about You know, if I can't get that fight, then y'all like, I ain't never heard a fighter that has so many backup plans when literally you could basically be a mandatory for the winner of that fight. I mean, they're going to probably have a rematch, and you can get you a fight in before that. Yeah, go ahead and fight Callum Smith. Fight him when around the time that they have their rematch, and then after that, you beat Callum Smith if you can. I don't know if you beat Callum Smith, to be honest, but if you can beat him, then there you go. Y'all fight around the same time that they have their rematch. You're fresh. Whoever the winner of the Better Be a Bivol rematch is, whoever the winner is, there you go. Get in training camp. Get to it. Make the fight happen. I like that plan. I don't know you could go up to the cruiserweight and make it all the way back down to 175 just like that. I don't know that, because if you're walking around 200 pounds and up already, that's a lot of weight to be losing. You know, so I don't know. If you're going up to cruiserweight, you might as well stay at cruiserweight and do something there and just forget about light heavyweight, because, I mean, your power ain't there. I never even thought Benavudez was a powerful dude. He's just a guy who throws a lot of shots. He's he's very active. You know, he stays active for 12 rounds if he has to, which is pretty decent for a guy his size. I mean, hey, you know. But he has never been like this powerful guy. He ain't never been the monster, like they keep calling him. He ain't never been showed that he's this powerful being where he could knock you out with one punch type shit. You know, most of his best wins are against guys who don't move, no footwork, who stands right there in front of him. And you know, neither Better Be or Bivol is going to do that. If you stand in front of, if Better Be stands in front of you, it's because he's about to knock you out. We ain't never seen Bivol just stand in front of no opponent. That's what makes him such a great fighter. Because he knows how to get in, shoot his shots, and get right back out before you even have time to respond. That's what makes him so good. Better Be you don't want to stand in front of him. You definitely don't want to stand in front of him. You know, so, I mean, yeah, I just don't think Benavudez wants to fight. I don't think he ever wanted the winner of Bivol, Better Be. I don't think I think people are just speaking for him at this point, because he ain't gonna talk about that fight if he ain't gonna talk about winning that fight unless somebody brings it up in the interview. And for you not to stay and watch the fight says a lot. It speaks a lot, in my opinion. It's weird. This shit, American boxers is just weirding me out at this point. It's so much shit, this no confidence in these guys. You have Schofield pulling out, claiming that he was sick, and then he's right back in the gym after. Dude looked like he was in a coma and shit, like he was dying like he was on this deathbed or whatever. And then a day or two later, he's right back in the gym. That at least that's what his father's saying on his social media handle or whatever. He's already back in the gym, but he was just literally like in the hospital. It's like, come on. Schofield didn't want that fight. He's using Shakur Stevenson's name for clout, and that's just pretty obvious. I already had a feeling something was going to happen with that fight anyways, and something happened. It didn't happen. I was wrong. I thought something was going to happen. Turned out nothing happened because the fight didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what Benavudez is planning on doing after Saturday, or what his plans are since Saturday. You know, they claim that he had to catch an airplane back home during the main event. He was in a rush to get back to the airplane to get home or something like that, which is crazy. Like, who fly? I don't know who does that shit. It's just weird. It's really weird. An airplane. You was in a hurry to get back that bad that you had to miss the main event? Okay, buddy. But anyways, I don't know what y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm just speaking how I feel about it. I don't know the whole truth behind him not being at the main event, but one thing I know is that he wasn't there. I didn't see it. They didn't show him during the event. I think I saw him leave. I could be wrong, but and they claimed that he was trying to catch an airplane back home. I guess that's what the claim is, which makes no sense. So we got no interview after. We got no maybe him get in the ring after the fight and make a challenge, put the challenge out there to the winner or whatever like that. And he was already talking about it was going to be 3 fights, so he already knew he wasn't planning on fighting the winner anyways. And I don't think he's planning on fighting the winner of the third fight. So the trilogy. So yeah, it is what it is. Once again, stop calling Benavudez. Stop calling David Benavudez the Mexican monster, because he ain't shown that he's a monster yet. And I don't think he ever will. At least anytime soon with the way he's moving. So yeah, man. Like I said, let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's your boy Trouble T Roy. Hit Don't Get Hit Boxing Talk, and I'm out. Peace.